Hello everyone, we're going to do a follow-up review on the Alexandria sword from Darksword Armory. This is a special Darksword Armory Alexandria because this is the Ramses special. I don't know if you can see it, but the pommel looks different. I had talked to them about getting a pommel of this type and they agreed, and they didn't charge me anything for it. I really like this pommel a lot better than the round pommel that it originally had. They basically built me a new sword, guys, and I'm so happy with it. This thing is beautiful, as you can see. Some of the changes I can see, like right offhand, is that they didn't do the mirror polish or whatever you call it as nice as the other one had it, but they did take care of all the like extra burrs and everything that had left on the other one. Basically, you would cut because they hadn't like finished taking off the burrs. They had like little pieces of metal sticking out, which was garbage. They didn't sharpen the sword, but they did a really nice job on this one, guys. They really, I mean, they went above the call, at least for me, because this is to me a lot better than it was before. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm holding it with my left hand because my right arm is jacked up. And even on this arm, right, this sword's still very, very, very nimble, guys. I have never really used my left arm for cutting, and I mean, I haven't really tested this one because I can't really like swing it. My right arm dominant, and I really haven't, ever cut with my left hand, so I don't want to let go of it. But I mean, now that I've been using my left arm a little bit more, I'm feeling more confident again, and it's a good thing too to practice with your other hand too. And you start missing your limbs and your health when you start once you start losing it. So stay healthy, guys. Work out. You know what I mean? I've been getting pudgier. I mean, not because of this. I was fat already, but I've been getting pudgier because I haven't really worked out lately. So I mean, back to the sword. This thing is heavier than the other one. The other one was 3 pounds and 14 ounces. This one's 3 pounds and 15. This is almost 4 pounds, like literally right there, So, but still, guys, this thing, I mean, I've been holding it, not now, I haven't been holding it for like an hour because my videos keep getting all jacked up. But if this one comes through fine, well, right now I have been holding the sword in one hand, in my non-dominant hand, for at least 45 minutes. So, I mean, I'm so happy with this thing, guys. Let me do like a slow pass in front of the camera. I love the shape here because it's not just like a triangle, right? It comes here and it kind of stops, and then it keeps flowing. So it gives it a beautiful, beautiful look, guys. Look at that. I love this sword, guys. There was a couple of things that I noticed on the sword, especially here looking at it in the light. I looked down at the gap, and it's a lot better than it was before. They took care of that. They took care of the burrs that it had. I mean, the gap, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was before. So I'm not gonna crap about that. One of the weird things I noticed when I was looking at the gap, because that's the first thing I looked. There seems to be some sort of, I don't know, epoxy or plastic metal, something like that. Like you use it, something that you would use like to fill in a gap so that metal doesn't rust. That's what it looks like it's in there. Like there's 2 gloves here and 2 gloves here. I don't know if that's because they don't take care of of that gap, the way they should. It's not that hard. I don't think it should be that hard when everything's taken apart to just measure and then cut it, with the required tools. But you can see that and I mean, the other thing you have to think about, this thing has a hollow grind. So I mean, you can't. It's possible, but it would be a lot of work also. But you could get it closer than it is right now with material, and I guess with doing a bunch of them, it would be a lot easier. But they put gloves of like like I said, epoxy or something to, let me see if I can show you guys. I don't think it's going to show up on the camera. Yeah, but I mean, in those little holes there and there, they dropped like I said, the epoxy or plastic steel. I don't know if you ever worked with plastic steel. JB Bond. I mean, that's kind of pretty much the same thing. But they put it in there. I guess I don't know if it's because the guard it was shake. I don't know. I mean, it's not shaking. Like I said, I haven't really hit anything with it. But at the same time, guys, I mean, you're not gonna have a perfect sword ever, right? I mean, and the price point of this one, $600, is still, that's a lot of money. And I think this sword is worth every penny. One of the gripes I had is I ordered 3 swords when I ordered this one, and they all shipped them in the same box, in a box about that wide. I mean, that thick, that wide, and about that long, from the floor up. And as you can see, this one alone would pretty much, that's it. And that they shoved them all together. And one of the other swords I bought has like a kind of like this type of guard, but it just comes to a sharp pointy end, and that pointy end was like ramming itself on this, and it cut the part of the handle. It put a gash on the handle. And I called them, you know, I didn't want to send it back. I don't want to send it back. I'm tired of that crap, right? But I was like, hey, I wanted to make you aware of this, and they're like, well, we can give you $50 back, you know, because it's kind of been a rough ride for us too, and I understand. I mean, I wasn't even asking for it to send back. I was just letting them be aware of that, and if they're like, what was their I mean, their instructions for kind of like fixing it, and I know I can fix it myself. I can put some epoxy and keep it from getting broken. I don't think it's gonna get cut more than it is already. It's just a small gash. But I mean, it was kind of, it pissed me off that they just shipped them all together, you know. But they did, like, gave me $50 back, and I mean, they've been amazing. I know that Darksword Armory gets a lot of crap from people, you know, talking bad about their swords. This is the first one I purchased, and I have also purchased from them. It's coming in, I think, tomorrow. The 14th century sword, which is basically this, a little not as wide here at the base of the guard, but it's a one-handed sword, and I'm gonna be checking that one out. And I have no issues with this sword. I would purchase another one. I want to purchase another one so I can have the one with the normal pommel also. Like, remember guys, when you buy this, it will have the normal pommel, the circular one. This is basically a one of a kind, special for me. I guess if you ask for one, they can make you one too, but yeah, if you do, just let them know that I send you with this thing, you know. And thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna be having some new reviews on the other swords. I'll do an update once I can actually cut, and maybe I can learn how to cut with this arm too, right? So I'll put some videos up about that later on. Thank you for watching. God bless you. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. Thank you. Bye.